I always catch myself doing the same thing over and over again. And I like to think everyone sort of has their own rituals, I think, but mine are definitely a lot more personal and a lot more thought out. I feel that if I do certain things over and over again, something else won't happen. Usually it's, something bad, but I guess that's one of those key markers for OCD. It's funny how I have OCD and my room is always a mess. When I mean funny, I mean it's sort of like a pain in the ass, mostly because everyone around me thinks that I should be like super tidy and super neat and organized. And in reality, it's the exact opposite. When I was 8, I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression. I had panic attacks daily, multiple times a day. When you have anxiety and depression in combination, it's sort of interesting because you're constantly worried about everything. I mean, when you have anxiety and at the same time when you have depression, it's like you don't want to do anything about it. Not that you don't want to, I mean, more like you can't. There are days where I can't get out of bed, and a lot of people like think it's laziness or the unwillingness to get up, but it's like literally I cannot get up. When you have anxiety and when you have depression, when you have OCD, with anxiety, it's like you're focusing on everything at once. With OCD, you want to focus on like certain things at once. And with depression, you just don't have the energy to focus on anything. Oh, if you're depressed, why don't you just go out and hang out and enjoy yourself? And it's like, well, I can't. I actually had a friend who came up to me one day, and she's like, hey, I always wanted to ask you this, but if you have depression, why don't you just not be sad? And I thought it was like a joke because it just seems so cliche that someone would go up to you and to say like, hey, don't be sad. It's not just about being sad. I need reminders daily to do certain things, like take my pill, for example. Like what I do is I take a pill and then I need to go cross off my calendar. And that's, if I don't do that, usually I'm like, it's in the middle of the day and I'm like, oh crap, did I take my pill? Remember, I don't know if she just forgot or if she just didn't want to mention it or if she just didn't think there was a correlation, but my grandmother would like say this often. She would be like, you don't smile anymore. You used to smile so much. It's more or less your body thinks it's dying. And I'm not really exaggerating at all. It's like the body's responding to a sudden feeling of, oh shit, I'm dying. And so imagine that you're choking or you're drowning or something and you're watching yourself die. And like, however you imagine your body's reaction, like the adrenaline rush and the like desperate need to claw your way out of whatever situation you're in, that's exactly what a panic attack is. It's funny how the phrase like I'm okay can reassure me, but at the same time it could also be like this huge fake phrase that a lot of people with mental disability say. So the phrase I'm okay can like reassure myself, but it can also like protect me from unwanted conversations. I think as long as the person isn't hurting anyone, you should allow them to live their life.